Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Rama, and today is June 13th, and what that means is we've got a brand new jet in Grand Theft Auto Online, the F-160 Raiju, which is based off the F-35. The jet looks incredibly cool. It's got a VTOL mode, which I have not tried yet. I literally just got this vehicle in my hangar, ready to review it for today's video, as a lot of you probably want to see what this brand new jet has to offer. Does it compare to vehicles like the Hydra or the Laser, and is it worth the money at all? Well, let's talk about that price tag to begin with, because Rockstar is definitely handing out blows when it comes to this vehicle's price tag. $6.85 million without the trade price, and 5.1 with. That means this is now the second most expensive flying vehicle in the game, and without the trade price it is actually the most expensive flying vehicle, as long as you don't count the Oppressor Mark II, but I'm talking more about jets. So let's get inside of this jet. Let's see the upgrade options. I haven't upgraded it at all yet, and I'm excited. So here we go. Upgrade aircraft. We got some armor upgrades. We'll have to see how many missiles it can survive. Engine upgrade. Handling. I've just noticed there are no countermeasure upgrades, and there are also no weapons. That's a little lame, I'm not gonna lie, Rockstar. I really expected this vehicle to have some sort of upgrades like that, so alright, I guess we'll have to see what the weapons are it carries base. It obviously is going to carry some sort of missiles, as we've seen that in the trailer. Let's see. So we got shark teeth and... oh, I like that camo trim. We got some princess bubble gum and wasabi waifu. Okay, glitched. I really can't see what this one looks like because my hangar is so freaking bright. Murka, I can see that one. Purple lightning, orange lightning. That looks lame as heck, I'm not gonna lie. Well, here we have it. This is my fully upgraded Raiju. I honestly think this looks really sick. I got the shark teeth on the front, and then we paired that with a very nice matte black overall paint. I think it looks pretty sick. Now, the main thing about this plane is not how it looks, but how it flies and how the weapons are. So, to toggle VTOL mode, you're actually going to hold your horn button if you're on remote. I'm not sure what it is for PC, but that's because there's a stealth mode for this vehicle, and stealth mode is what your swapping to VTOL mode would be on the Hydra. So, if we hold the horn button, you can see here, I'm going to hold that, and there you go. It puts our jet into normal flying mode. So, let's see how the jet flies to begin with, how the maneuverability is, how it handles, because that is a very important thing. Then we'll take a look at the weapons. It obviously is stealth mode, which we can see I've activated right there. So, let's start off with its flying speed, because this thing seems really fast, I'm not going to lie. Just flying this for a few seconds, this seems to be like maybe one of the faster flying vehicles in the game. This thing is flying really, really fast. Now, unfortunately, as of right now, there is no speedometer inside of the jet, so you have no clue how fast you are flying, but I will be willing to say that this is one of the fastest flying vehicles in the game. It's a jet, it's a new jet, and I would expect Rockstar to make it quite fast. Now that we've covered that, let's actually cover the VTOL mode and the weapons, because that's the main thing that a lot of people probably want to hear about. So, first of all, we have missiles, and these are your base generic missiles. After testing them a little bit, they're kind of crappy, I'm not gonna lie. They're basically like sparrow homing missiles, which means they're gonna miss the majority of shots you fire at vehicles down below. They are not good. I should also point out that you cannot spam them. So I'm holding the fire button right now, as you can see, and yeah, it takes a cooldown just like the Rogue, just like the Hydra, and the Laser to get them back. It also features an explosive machine gun, but don't get your hopes up. This is not like what the Hydra's explosive machine gun was. It's kind of a lame one. You can see here it's a... yeah, I mean, we didn't even blow up that car on first try there. It's not bad, but it's definitely not what the Savage's explosive machine gun is like, which means dealing with other jets in the sky, it's going to be a little bit lame to use. Something I do want to test is how many explosions the Raiju can survive, because if it can survive a decent chunk, that'll actually be very nice. So there's... okay, never mind. What's the point of the armor upgrade, Rockstar? I'm trying to figure out what the importance of that armor upgrade was that I spent $50,000 from. But right now, it's very hard to figure that out. Let's compare that to the Hydra. So they're the same. That's the best way to see it. They're exactly the same on explosive resistance. Honestly, one of the major downsides I have with this jet is the fact that it does not carry any countermeasures whatsoever. This vehicle has absolutely no flares. Now yes, it does have stealth mode. Stealth mode is crazy good. It means that you can go from point A to point B without being detected on the map. But here's a good question for you. Do you really need stealth mode in a jet like this? For example, if I'm in a Rogue or a B-11 Strike Force, I can survive upwards of 3 homing missiles. Not only can I survive upwards of 3 homing missiles, but at the same time, I have basically an unlimited amount of flares to deal with whatever dogfight I would get into. I still feature the same explosive machine gun, and actually the B-11 Strike Force features just flat out better weaponry. Because of that, why would I choose this vehicle? Like, sure, it goes in the stealth mode, but the moment anybody sees you and the moment you start attacking somebody, you'd be 10 times better off even being seen approaching your target in one of the other vehicles because of the fact you carry flares. That's kind of how I see it. But I wanted to compare this to its main competitor, the Hydra. So let's go get that out. Flying the Hydra was a little bit of a learning curve for me just a moment ago because Rockstar changed, once again, the hover mode ability. It is now holding, once again, the horn mode. As we can see, holding the horn now puts us in hover mode. It's a little interesting. Rockstar has changed it from right on the D-pad with the Hydra as well. Now, if we take a look at the weaponry the Hydra features, we can see it has your normal homing missiles, just like the Raiju, same cooldown, probably the same missiles, and we also have the explosive machine gun. Now, Rockstar actually nerfed the explosive machine gun in the latest update of the game, and we can see the nerf that they've done, which is what I predicted. It's basically the same as the Raijus, the Rogue, and the B-11 Strike Force, which means that I'm actually going to say the Raiju's a better plane than the Hydra at this point. Yes, it is more expensive, but now that the Laser and the Hydra both feature a nerfed explosive machine gun, it means that the Raiju just has better capabilities. First of all, it's faster than the Hydra and the Laser. It also features a stealth mode, which neither of those jets carry, while also not featuring countermeasures, but neither do these two. So yeah, if you wanted the best jet out of the three, the Laser, the Hydra, or the Raiju, I would definitely say the Raiju is the best. However, this is where we break into the problem of the jet, which is this, the B-11 Strike Force. Now, I was very tempted to compare the Rogue to the new jet, and I'll be honest, the Rogue is definitely better for the price and just about everything. The Rogue is one of the fastest flying vehicles in the game. It's the second fastest next to the Pyro, and as I said, I'm not exactly sure what the top speed of the Raiju is. But the Rogue is fast. It's also got the same explosive machine gun, albeit a weird mounting point because it's on the wings, but still, the same explosive machine gun, and it's $1.5 million. So for the price tag and everything, the Rogue is better. It features flares, everything like that. But I figured if we're comparing more expensive jets and the capabilities they feature, the B-11 Strike Force is by far the best jet to compare the Rogue and the newly nerfed Hydra to. The B-11 Strike Force, first of all, features an explosive machine gun, and it is the exact same explosive machine gun that both the Raiju and the Hydra feature. It has the same rate of fire, the same explosive capabilities, so already they are the same explosive machine gun. Getting that part away, we have the homing missiles. Instead of firing 1-2 homing missiles and then waiting a cooldown of about 5 seconds, the B-11 Strike Force can keep on shooting and shooting and shooting, no problem. That is another flat dub for the B-11 Strike Force, but that's not even the beginning. We also feature a barrage option with the B-11 Strike Force, so if there is anybody on the ground below you, you can absolutely nuke them with the barrage. Oh, what's that? We also feature carpet bombing with the B-11 Strike Force. Yes, that is right. As you can see, we also have bombs on this plane, and if that wasn't enough for you, we also feature flares. This is definitely the best jet available in Grand Theft Auto Online at this point. Now that we have a nerf to the Hydra, now that we have a nerf to the Laser, the B-11 Strike Force is just flat the best jet for everything. It is incredibly maneuverable for brawling. It features flares. It features a great missile barrage. It features an explosive machine gun, homing missiles that you can keep firing. It is an absolutely insane jet. Now, there definitely are other options that are very good. People will still say the Starling and stuff like that. But for overall capabilities, this jet features the most when it comes to everything you would need to do. Sure, it does not feature a stealth mode or a hover mode, but I'll be completely honest, you don't really need it because this vehicle actually has explosion resistance. So let's say, for example, I wanted to land my plane fairly fast at the docks. Well, I can just come in full speed, put on my brakes a second, and there you go, we've landed. It doesn't kill you if you crash into something like that. So, even there, I'd have to say that you can probably land a heck of a lot faster with the B-11 Strike Force. And, something else I should point out, look at that! It doesn't blow up from one explosion! It takes at least 2, and this is from an RPG. That means if people are firing homing rockets after you, it takes 3 explosions to blow you up. Overall, I really can't say that it's worth it to get the Raiju. It's not, because the B-11 exists, and if you don't own the B-11, get it. Now, if you own the B-11 and you've got a boatload of money like me sitting over $100 million, then yeah, the Raiju is not an awful deal. But overall, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, if you agree or disagree with today's video. It's a good jet, it's a cool jet, and if you have the money for it, it's definitely a purchase that you can think about. But I would not say it is the most mandatory thing, as it doesn't feature anything insane. The stealth mode is cool, but it's more of a gimmick than an actual capability, and when it comes to the jet itself, it's just essentially another laser after the nerf. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.